So hi there everybody and welcome to the Voosestore YouTube channel. My name is Arbor and we are here at the IBC 2019 with Brandon from Aputure. And you have a few new products that we are going to talk about, but also some that you have announced before but are going to come and people are going to be able to purchase them really soon.
Yeah. So here we are starting out with the Nova 300C. That's the official name for this light. Last time everyone saw it, we didn't have an official name yet. This is going to be the first line in our Nova series of LED panel lights. So that's what the Nova series is going to be. 300C means it is a 300 watt LED panel. C meaning it is an RGB panel. So this is full RGB WW hue saturation control, color temperature from 2800 Kelvin to 10,000 Kelvin, and because it has two white chips, it's more color accurate than anything that's just WRGB, a single white chip. So you actually have a lot of color clarity. This is our Area Sky Panel S30 competitor, coming in at 20% brighter than the S30 and a lot cleaner whites because of the two white chips. We also have 15 built-in effects such as explosion, party, color chase, fire, etc., as well as full WRGB or XY source and over 300 gels. In addition to everything else, this is also going to be one of the first lights that's compatible with our Sidus Link mobile application. The Sidus Link mobile application is currently available for public beta on iOS and is going to be available for Android next month. So everyone's testing that out right now. This is looking at a Q4 release this year, so before the end of the year, and at least in terms of US dollars, is looking at €16.99, €15.99 euro, around that ballpark price point. It comes with the quick release clamp that we see on the 300D Mark II. It allows it to attach to the back of the light or onto the back of the lightning clamp that will be included with the kit. As you can see right here, we have this huge softbox on here made by DOP Choice. This is using their rabbit ear system. Their rabbit ear speed ring is a custom rabbit ear speed ring that fits inside the Aputure accessory slot. And then once you do this, you're able to use any of their 7 rabbit ears softboxes that they have. Okay. So they made this specially for us, and they'll be available with softboxes immediately upon release, just like Chimera lighting. So you know that right when you get this light, you can get modifiers and be ready to go.
Very cool, very cool. And you also have a new light that was announced here at IBC, the 300X?
Yes. So right here we have the 300X, which is Aputure's first bicolor Bowens mount point source light. So you can see right here, the thing that makes this different from any other Bowens mount point source is the fact that it has this optical prism element on the front of the LED chips. So basically, what other manufacturers tend to do is they line alternating rows and columns of daylight and tungsten LED chips. And what happens when you put this through an optical modifier like the Fresnel 2X or like the Spotlight mount that we just released is it projects that same pattern forward. So you're going to get alternating rows of daylight and tungsten, or if you're at either end of the spectrum, either just alternating rows of tungsten and black or daylight and black, which is unacceptable. We make high quality light modifiers, optical modifiers, so we decided that in order to be compatible, we had to be compatible with the rest of our lineup. So we worked really hard on developing a solution to mix the light properly so we could really get the same kind of quality of light that you would out of the 300D2 or the 120D2 in these optical modifiers with a bicolor option. So you have 2700 Kelvin to 6500 Kelvin color temperature with two brightness modes being constant output mode and max output mode. For constant output mode, no matter what color temperature you are, the max output is going to be limited to 180 watts, which is just shy of the 120D Mark II. And in max output mode, from 4000 Kelvin to 5500 Kelvin, you're going to be able to get the brightness close to that of a 300D Mark I. So basically, by mixing those color temperatures together in that range, you're getting peak brightness at about 300 watts. So this is the first bicolor Bowens mount of its kind that mixes the light properly instead of just shooting it forward. Everything else is the same as the 300D Mark II. It comes in a very similar body and uses the exact same ballast with the addition of a CCT control wheel. So everything else is the same. All in one control box with no separate power supply. You can either use one battery or 2 batteries to power this up to 50 or 100% accordingly. You also have the ability to control your dimming curves, linear, exponential, S-curve, or logarithmic via the menu, in addition to, again, full Sidus Link app control, in addition to the remotes that we include with all of our lights.
Very, very cool.
So super powerful ballast, completely silent, there's no fan inside at all. There's a fan in the lamp head, but the ballast, unlike the previous model, is completely silent, all passively cooled.
Very, very cool. what is the availability of the 300X?
The 300X is going to come out sometime around Q1 2020. So just in a few months. The 300D Mark II is already out on the market. So we use a very similar design. It's a very similar shell to get it out on the market as fast as possible.
So I'm guessing all the accessories that people have for the 300D will work here as well.
Yeah, we took painstaking effort in making sure that we could be able to use all the same optical accessories or soft light accessories with the 300X as you would with the 300D.
Very nice to see, and thank you so much, Brandon, for showing us.